Welcome to Living Great Real Estate's Empower Hour. Get the knowledge, be empowered. I'm Evelyne Cohen, broker owner of Living Great Real Estate, and it's my absolute pleasure today to interview Miss Alice O'Mahony, who is the owner of ALO Marketing Services. I hope I said that right, Alice. Her passion is to help small business owners utilize social media technology to establish their credibility and to grow their businesses. Alice is the owner of ALO Marketing Services, and she has led marketing teams for very big organizations, including Lucent Technologies and Siemens. Her marketing role at Coldwell Banker solidified her passion to help small business owners utilize social media technology to establish their credibility and grow their businesses. Alice takes pride in watching her clients succeed and confidently provides value to their customers. Alice, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Evelyn. Thank you for having me today.
Great. We wanted to just allow you to jump in and tell us a little bit about this very exciting topic that we're also very much entrenched in trying to unravel and understand as we progress forward in these unprecedented times of COVID, where we're all so reliant on our computers and how we succeed or don't succeed, and how social media is so imperative to those scenarios. Can you please share with us some of your agenda today to our agents that are listening and to anybody else that would benefit from this very valuable topic? Go ahead, Alice.
So today I'm going to share some numbers with you to put in perspective the unbelievable reach that you have at your fingertips with social media, okay? And how the power of social media builds up your credibility. It's a very easy and cost-effective way to build up your credibility and stay consistently in front of your qualified followers. In other words, your clients. And by giving them value content, they will stay with you and become long-term clients whether they're ready to buy or sell their next home or if they're looking for their first home. Social media is very easy, and it's just something that you have to consistently work at. And I'm going to help you with that today. I'm going to make it less overwhelming.
Wonderful. Thank you. Tell us how you're going to do that.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start and share my screen, okay?
Great. Wonderful.
Okay. So just to put in perspective the growth of social media, this was only as of July of 2020. The total number of active social medias is now up to 3.96 billion people. That's half of the world's population, okay? And it continues to grow. An average of more than 1 million people are starting to use social media for the first time every day. And basically that equates to almost 12 new users every second.
Wow.
The social media reach opportunity is incredible. 99% of social media users access their social channels via their mobile phone. And I'm going to go into more detail as my presentation continues. But what I wanted to let you know is as you review your social media, you should always do it from your phone. I understand the day-to-day maintenance is much better on your computer, but you always want to make sure that your social media, how it looks on the mobile phone. And again, just within the past year, from July 2019 to July of 2020, 376 million more users are now on social media, okay? And of course, unfortunately, since the pandemic, this number continues to grow. People have relied on social media to get all sorts of information, and they've learned to trust the source of social media to give them valued information. Real estate especially, real estate, I think out of any industry, has seen the biggest turn since this pandemic. I think it's pivoted and it really has grasped the need of social media, especially from a client point of view, where they could not leave their house and they had to basically be attached to their computer to continue to look for their new home, to continue to collect pertinent real estate marketing information to help them make their decision. And this is where they start to build the trust of a realtor. 84% of realtors use social media. If you are in that 16%, you will not survive. Your business will not make it. It's never too late to start social media, but the time to start social media is today. It is essential to staying connected with your buyers and your sellers. So here, I just wanted to show you the potential reach you have using social media paid advertising. Today, I'm not going to go into paid advertising, but I wanted to show you the potential reach. As I mentioned, Facebook and YouTube are the top, are the most popular social media channels. Facebook is at using just paid social media. You have the potential to reach over 2 billion people. And right underneath that is YouTube. LinkedIn is staying steady at a 702 million people, and that's continuing to grow. I think since the pandemic, out of all the social channels that have grown the most and the fastest, it's been LinkedIn. So let me just I just want to give you an overview. I'm not going to spend too much time on this slide. I understand it's busy, but I just wanted to show you. I picked the top channels, okay? And if you look at my top channels, just from a female and a male perspective, it's pretty even. It really is pretty even regarding male to female, okay? The only one that really does stand out is Twitter. Twitter is male dominated at 65%, okay? Regarding the age range, for the most part, you pretty hit every age range, okay? Facebook, I think I'm showing at 18 to 34, we're at 56%. I think even up to 40, 50, I think that percentage gets higher, okay? Instagram, please keep in mind, it is a young audience. However, there's your first-time home buyers, okay? It's not a channel that should be ignored regarding real estate social media, and it's very, very easy to pair it with your Facebook, okay? I call Instagram a low-hanging fruit social media. People are on there, they're scrolling, they're liking, but again, when you post content on Instagram, you have to post it very flashy and keep your copy short and sweet. And I'll go into more detail that in a minute. But the one channel I want you to look at on this chart is LinkedIn, okay? LinkedIn has grown considerably. 60% more users are on LinkedIn more often. They're staying on the platform. They're not just checking their resume. They're not just checking to see what their top followers are doing. They're staying on for more than an hour, okay? And 55% plan on investing in LinkedIn, their time and their knowledge to grow their organic activity, to get more qualified followers, okay? Okay, but as I said, the two top platforms among U.S. adults is Facebook and Instagram. So I will tell you, for real estate, minimally, Facebook is definitely the channel that offers you the most opportunity. Okay, so what role does social media play in your real estate growth, your real estate business growth? It is the top way to have a consistent connection with your customers. And this will lead to trust. And as in any business, especially with real estate, it's a know, like, trust business. As they get to know you, as they see you more, that trust builds, and it will lead to a national, an existing relationship, a very natural relationship. It's the easiest way to drive your service awareness, your expertise, your knowledge level. And of course, it drives traffic to your website. But the two most important things, which probably should not be listed last on this slide, is the number one thing it does for me. It's a great, easy competitive analysis tool. it's very easy to go and see what other realtors are doing, what their inventory is, how fast it's selling, what are realtors' content, what video messaging are they using. And I'm not saying you should copy it, but it definitely gives you a great foundation of ideas, okay? And reputation management. All your Zillow reviews, most people don't go to Zillow to see your reviews. They will probably see them first in Facebook. And it's very easy to carry over and post those reviews, okay? So let's start with your profile, okay? Your social media profile reflects you and your business and your expertise. The number one thing, and I have to say this the most with real estate, is your professional updated profile picture. Believe me, I would love to look 20 again. No doubt, I would love to look 20 again. But it's really important that your face is the face of your business. And when people see you, they should be able to recognize you. I was telling Evelyne this story, and it's kind of embarrassing. I had a realtor ask me to meet her for a meeting to discuss her marketing. And I walked into the Starbucks to meet with her, and she approached me, and I did not recognize her at all. In fact, embarrassingly, I asked, has she seen the person I was about to meet with? And she looked at me and she said, "It's me." And it just screams volumes, because all of a sudden there's a hesitation, there's an embarrassment, you lost the connection because you don't look like you don't look like the same person that's on your profile, okay? So your level of trust just went down a notch. All contact information should be on your profiles. And again, optimize for mobile. 99% people are doing social media on their mobile, okay? Your website should be on there, your email should be on there, and your hours of operation. Now, social media has really opened up their profile options since COVID. And if you're doing different things because of COVID, say you're now more open to meeting on Zoom, for people's comfort level, you can put that in your profile, okay? You can let people know that. Your banner images, that's the first thing somebody sees on your profile, very important. It should be clean, optimized for mobile, and have your contact information right there, okay, right there. All social media profiles they're very SEO friendly, and when somebody Googles you, your social media profiles will be one of the first things that will come up, especially LinkedIn, okay? Make sure you complete all the sections on your profile. Your services, what makes you different? Your about, what makes you become a realtor? Everybody has a story, and it might be as simple as you've always enjoyed being with people. You love architecture, and it's just something that connects you with your audience. It shows that you went into the profession with your heart. Social media presence, it builds up your business's visibility. And here we go, okay? You are now dealing with a younger generation. 99% of millennials and 90% baby boomers, they begin all of their research regarding real estate, whether it's a home that they're interested, an area that they're interested, the realtor who they think is going to make it happen, all starts online, all starts on social media, okay? So it's just like how I mentioned to you, your profile is your face. It is the face of your business, and you want it to represent you the best way possible, okay? Somebody will look, I will tell you, there's two things. When somebody's considering working with an agent, yes, they probably will go to Zillow, but the second place they're going to go to, and the place that they're going to stay on the longest, is social media. You're going to check out your profile, because from your profile, you can tell somebody's level of experience. You can tell the knowledge that they have on the market and the time they invest in getting to know their communities, their towns. But more importantly, it shows your personality. It shows how, you are, you can joke around, you can be at ease, but at the same time, you recognize people's pain points. You recognize people's challenges. You recognize that this is the biggest investment that they're about to ever make, and that you're the person who can do it. So, who is seeing your social media? Who is seeing your content? Okay. You are taking the time to come up with content, and I'll go into more detail on that in a little bit. But your followers are the foundation of your social media. Contrary to popular belief, you need to choose your followers strategically and go on quality and not on quantity. Okay. So as a realtor, it's fine to have your mom and dad as your follower. It's fine. And it's fine to have some of your friends. But your social media following should not be all of your friends. They should be past clients, future clients, and their relatives. Okay? Because your clients is your number one referral. Okay? You should have fellow business owners, fellow local business owners as your followers. Again, local businesses support each other, and you want to show that, okay? You want to have prominent community people in your following. When I say prominent community people, you have that group of people who are either on, a town committee, or you have people who always volunteer, okay? Those are the people you want following. And the other people you want following your social media is what I call a professional tribe. In this case, this is your real estate attorneys. Become friendly with real estate attorneys. Have them follow your social media. Be in front of them. Be in front of mortgage reps, title people, home insurance, because these are the people that people go to recommend them for a realtor, okay? And if you stay connected with what I call your professional tribe, it will help you build your clientele. Now, the reason why, again, it's important to build up quality followers is because when you post your content, when you post organic content, there's no money behind this content. And the average people who see that is 5.2% of your followers. Now, granted, that's not a lot of people. It's 1 in every 19 fans. However, if your followers are quality people, then you're reaching the right people. Even if it's not to the large amount of people that you want at one time, it's still going to quality people, okay? So that's why your followers, really look at your followers and see who they are. How to grow your organic content. Now, when I talk about organic, this is just content that you put on your social media page. It's not backed by money, so it's not being fully promoted. It just stays within your following, okay? So some of the ways that you can build your organic following is the old tradition way, where you can invite your friends from your personal page. Now, please don't invite all your friends. Really take a look at your friends and be selective, and send them a personal message to follow your personal page. Tell them what you're going to feature on your page and why they should follow it. I'm going to talk about groups in a second, but the second one is, so add your business links to your personal social profile. If you have a personal Facebook page, if you on your LinkedIn account, anything, even on Instagram, put links to your business social media page, okay? So then people don't have to request to follow you. They can go right to your business page and ask to follow you there, as opposed to starting with your personal page, okay? Every piece of material that you send out, your personal email, your business email, your website, open house things, they should all have links to your social, And even what I have found that works really well for people to click on that link, and it may be an email, is you may want to tailor your email signature to say, check out my Facebook page. I just posted the latest stats on certain towns. You're curious about how your town is appealing to potential buyers? Go to my Facebook page and check out my post. And then you give them a reason to go to your Facebook page or any social media channel that you decide, and they will follow you. Okay? Groups. Now, This takes time. This takes time, but this is the best way to build an organic following, okay? Every social media channel has groups. And when I talk groups, there's groups or communities that have formed. Now, from a real estate point of view, the biggest growth I've seen is about, and it's a town name, about Mendham, about Glenrock, about Fairlawn, about Ridgedale Park. A lot of towns have started their own social media pages. And you want to go and visit these social media groups, join the group, and start interacting. Don't sell that you're a realtor, but just maybe start answering commonly asked questions, especially if they're asking for a recommendation on a plumber, or when is a certain business going to be opened, or anything. And if you start conversing in that group, you can invite certain people to follow your social media pages, your social media profiles. But what you're doing by joining these groups is you're building relationships, okay? You don't ask them to follow you instantly. You show that you are very informative about the town. You've answered a lot of their questions. And you've shown that you're very helpful. There's two things that I always tell my clients regarding their social media, and just them being business people, comes down to two words, and it's what I call the two H's: human and helpful, okay? Especially with all the things that we've all been dealing with lately with the shutdown, if you appear to be human and helpful, people will automatically gravitate to you, and they'll gravitate to your social media, okay? So remember, when we're talking about social groups, and I can go into that more if you'd like, you have to think about where your target audience, where your clients are at. It could be the town pages, it could be any other group on a social media channel, okay? But again, that's a great way to build your organic, qualified following. Okay, choose your channels. Okay, social media is never a one-size-fits-all social media channel, okay? You want to focus on the platforms that your buyers or sellers use daily, the ones that they feel comfortable using, okay? And these are great things to ask at an open house. You can just ask attendees, just say, what social media channel do you use? I'm looking to build up my marketing. Just be honest. People are always willing to give you that information, okay? When you are choosing your social media channels, okay, and say you decide to go with two, okay, and that's the other thing I wanted to mention, and I probably should have did it in the beginning. I know a lot of people say that you have to be on every channel, okay? It's so important that you're everywhere, okay? But the truth of the matter is we're humans. We can't be everywhere. And when it comes to social media, I strongly recommend that you pick one or two channels to start with. Master those channels, build up the following that you want to build, and then maybe take on another channel, okay? There's really no need for you to be on every channel, because all you will do is exhaust yourself, okay? But it is good to be on one, two, possibly three channels, because your stuff will be seen repeatedly by maybe the same person. So if somebody sees you on Facebook, they'll see you again on LinkedIn, but in a different format. So let me go back to when I'm saying match your tone with your channel's audience, okay? On Facebook, let me just give you, for instance, you could be a little bit more relaxed. You can talk about, a home features, and maybe hone in on a finished basement. And can't you see yourself and your family, coming down here on Christmas Day? You can kind of create that mood, okay? But I truly believe that when you're on LinkedIn, that's a more serious audience, okay? It is more of a B2B. It's business professionals. And I think that's the audience who wants to hear more about marketing statistics, market statistics. How many houses are being sold in a general area? How much is being sold above asking, below asking? How much has that town, seen a turnover, in new homes? new construction, okay? LinkedIn more wants market information as opposed to the fluff information, okay? Again, you can carry this subject matter over to multiple channels, but it's how you approach that subject matter on that particular channel is very, very important. For instance, I've seen a lot of agents on Instagram, be like, hey, I'm at my open house, and they're holding up a thing of orange juice and bagel. Come join me, have a quick bite to eat, and come see this beautiful home. That's great marketing, and that's great marketing on Instagram, maybe Facebook. I don't know if it's great tone to use on a LinkedIn channel, okay? So we can go more into that, at the end if you need more samples of that. Credibility, okay? This is two things that build your credibility on social media. Your qualified followers, which I've already discussed, and the value content that you're going to give those followers, okay? From a realtor point of view, the top thing that you should be talking about is community news and information, okay? This is where you want to talk about community events. You want to highlight local businesses. You want to support local businesses. So maybe you can have a picture of yourself and a fellow business owner and help promote their business. And they're going to come back and do the same for you. You want to promote those local school systems. Have they gotten an award? Have they gotten the blue ribbon? How have they ranked lately? Okay. School sports. Parents love to see their kids in school sports. Give those school sports a shout out for a win or a hard fight. Okay. And also simple things, a recycling schedule. People love to see when is the Christmas tree pickup? When is the recycling? What has it changed? Things like that. And this content is out on different sources, and I've given you a list of different sources in my presentation. Patch.com is a great place to start for local town events. Niche is great. Go to niche.com, and it will show you how towns rank for different criteria, okay? And go to the own town sites. And NewJersey.com is great that might take it at a county level, a Bergen County level. Okay. Also, content that you should be featuring on your channel is your own business. Okay. Is your open houses and your current and sold. Now, regarding your open houses, and I'm going to go into this a little bit, video is a great thing to use for your open houses. Okay. But the one thing that I have seen that works great with open houses is if you talk about you could say something like, hey, at last week's open house, I had this, visitors were raving about this basement. Visitors were raving about this backyard. So if you show that visitors were raving about something in particular that they might be looking for in their next home, they're probably going to come and visit you at your open house, okay? Regarding your sold listings, get your buyers or sellers involved. Show a post how, they have spent years looking for a split level house, or they really wanted that ranch home with that big level property for their ever-growing family. You want to show how you addressed their need and you found a solution, okay? Homeowner tips. Even people who aren't looking for homes look for this information, okay? And I gave you a lot of great sources to go to get content to put on your channel. Family Handyman, that's a great channel to check out. It gives you very simple ways to do very simple projects. A lot of people aren't all that handy, so even if you just suggest simple ways to improve something, that helps. And so you could take a look at these sources. Nerd Wallet talks about finances, talks about how to establish a budget or how to save up for, that big kitchen renovation. But also it always comes down to talk to your followers, call them, ask them what questions they have, what concerns they have. And the more that you relate to their needs and concerns, they'll continue and they'll engage with your content. Okay. The power of video. By 2021, which to put this in better perspective is basically a couple of months away, 80% of all online content will be video, okay? There's a lot of things that video does that text and image video and image content does not do, okay? Really think about yourself when you're on a social media and you're looking at Facebook, you're looking at Instagram, you're looking at LinkedIn, Twitter, you're scrolling and you're scrolling very quickly, okay? Video stops that, okay? Video is the best answer to somebody's lack of attention or their busy day. Because in their minds, well, let me watch this 1-minute video and I'll get what I need. I'll get the information what I need. So they're more than likely to watch a video than read a post. And it stays. The retention of a video is greater than a text, okay? And also it builds trust faster. They see you, they hear you, okay? And you stay top of mind, okay? They just feel like they have a better connection. And the one thing which I myself still struggle with, but video does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be real, okay? If you show the true you, making mistakes, stuttering, it's okay. It makes you more human and people can relate to you more and they'll stick with you and they'll engage with you, okay? Authenticity is the best thing with video. Do not go for perfection. And what makes even video better is all you need is your phone. This is all you need to make this happen, right here. It's in your back pocket. You just pull it out, okay? Last night when I was working on this presentation, that's exactly what I did, is I just held my phone up and I said a couple of words, okay? And everything that you need to do for your video content, you can do right here. You film it, you can make minor edits, as you can see by my screenshot, and you can upload it immediately, okay? And I was thinking about this morning. If you're just building your social media following, get on video now. Because think about it, not many people might not see it. So now's the time to fumble with it and post it and get feedback. Because the more you do it and the more you build up your following, when your following is at the point you really want it to be, you're going to have video down like that. It's going to be second nature to you, okay? Live video. Live video, I know it's tricky and it's intimidating, but it's perfect for open houses. Come see me at 123 Main Street here in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Check out this beautiful neighborhood, this cul-de-sac. Kids are out playing in their yards, they're riding bikes, and let me just show you, how easy it is, and you could just show them like their latest kitchen. It just has to be a minute, but it's the greatest enticement you're going to have, okay? You've already started to bring people into the home and onto the street, okay? Stories is great. You can pre-record a video, and stories is great. You could upload it to your stories. Stories definitely get more views, okay? Because again, it's on that top level. It's on the top of your social media channel. And of course, post content. But what I really like about video is that you can do like a minute video, and then as you can see by the screen I'm showing you, and I'm sorry for those of you who are driving, but you can cut it down to a 30-second quick message. And you can use that video message over and over and over. Now, if you don't feel comfortable using your phone, which I totally understand, or you feel like your hand is shaky, Zoom is a great option. Just like I'm being recorded right now. You can literally sit at your desk with Zoom on and talk. And you can create a video there and send it right up to your social media channel, or you can even go live just like how we are now. Okay, so you might feel comfortable using Zoom, but you have to try it. The more you do it, the more you feel comfortable. And as I said, 80%, in literally less than 5 months away, is going to be video will be 80% of the content on social media channels. Okay, so if you're not using video, They're going to scroll right past your content. You might have the best thing to say, but they're going to scroll right past you. Okay, so there's just content on social media, especially for real estate, that you should probably just stay away from, okay? That you can really cause people to unfollow you. And I don't know, maybe some people have experienced this already, but I think people are really going through a huge state, especially with politics, of unfollowing people if they feel that they're just giving their political opinions or talking unfavorably about a political candidate. That 9 times out of 10, people don't have the room for negativity in their mental space. So don't contribute to it, okay? So I strongly suggest that you stay away from world politics. For right now, give the COVID a break, okay? Everybody has a very differing opinion regarding mask wearing, and I don't think you'll make everybody happy. So I suggest that you give that a break. Town politics, you'd be surprised. Town politics can have the same sensitivity level as world politics, okay? Also, fellow realtors, okay? I know that you've probably sat across the closing table from not such nice realtors, or you've seen things that you don't agree with. Do not voice that in your social media, okay? Never, never, never talk about your competition in a bad way. It doesn't make you look good. It doesn't make you look better than that realtor, okay? And anything that you post, make sure it's true, okay? And it could be anything simple, but if you ever, like, especially if you're posting stats, or if you're posting like a latest event, source where you got that information. So if there is a mistake, it's a mistake, but at least you told where you got it from, that you just didn't pull it out of a hat. And you could do that saying, like, according to niche or according to Forbes. You could start your post like that, or you could just put the source and name the source at the bottom of the post. But either way, sourcing your information builds your credibility. It shows that you did your research. Content calendar. Okay, so I find that if you use a content calendar, you're more than likely to post consistently, okay? Consistency is what needs to be done on social media. It's very, very important. You can have all these grand ideas on value content and building your following, but if you're not posting consistently, it's not going to do you a world of good. And it doesn't have to be a formal calendar. It could just be a place that you write ideas, okay? But if you do that, you're more than in habit to put the habit of doing consistent postings. And I feel it frees up my mental space. Whenever you have an idea, the minute you write your idea down, the worry of forgetting it is now gone, okay? But the one thing I will show you is that if you do use, I'll go into that in a minute. And again, it doesn't have to be a formal content. It doesn't have to be a formal calendar. It could be your phone. It could be the notes on your phone. It could be an Excel spreadsheet. It could just be a Word document. But basically, you're just jotting down your ideas, okay? And if you want to make it more organized, you could use a template where you list each town that you want to do a feature on, and you could just do subtopics within that town. And again, it just gets your brain going, and it helps you to post consistently. So I know social media is overwhelming, okay? But I'm really hoping that what my presentation so far has shown you is that with real estate, your content is at your fingertips. Really, anything applies, all right? People really are stuck at home, so they're thirsty for information. They're thirsty for entertainment, okay? But I know that it does get exhausting, okay? And your brain gets numb after a while managing your social media. So there are social media management tools out there that help you with schedule. You could even create your post in the platforms. You can schedule them. Hootsuite, it's not the only option out there, but it is a nice option, and I just want to use them as an example. Because the one thing about their platform, you could do everything right on that platform. You can create your post on that platform. Then you can schedule it to the social channel. You can say when you want it to post, okay? And you could, again, you could do that for multiple channels. You could do it a month out. You could only do for a week out. But the one nice thing is that if you use a management tool, what it really shows you is your engagement level for each of your posts. You can see that all on one screen on how your posts are performing and the engagement you're getting. And right there, it shows you a very simple picture on what post content is engaging and what post content is not. And what that helps you is that helps you to focus on the type of content you should be producing more of, okay? So if you're taking a look and you're noticing that, you know, the post content that you did on, let's say like on your open house is really booming, but your post content on, you know, normal town news isn't, maybe you want to post a little bit more about your open houses and your current listings, okay? Or if people, and that does tend to perform very well on a realtor's page, if you see that your town and your community information posts are just, people are sharing it. Look, the new recycling schedule is out. Look, we are having Halloween this year, and this is how they're suggesting that you do Halloween. People love that information and they share it. And you'll see that on your management tool. And it will give you a quick idea on what content is working and what's not. So this is, I think this is coming out fuzzy, but this is a screenshot of Hootsuite. But you'll see again from all one screen how you can see what's working on your timeline. You can see your post messages and things like that. Unfortunately, this didn't come out as clear as I thought. So, but again, it shows you how you could do everything from one platform, okay? So I'm about to come to the end of my presentation, but let me just give you a quick synopsis. The role of your organic content, don't sell, okay? Your authentic tone will build true customer connection, okay? 80% of your content should just be giving information, giving value information. And then the other 20%, you know, use that. You can boast about yourself. You can talk about your expertise, but don't talk too much about yourself on your social media. Only make that about 20%, okay? And again, it's quality, not quantity when it comes to your followers. Really look at who's following you, okay? And engagement level, as I just mentioned, if you use a management tool, you can see what posts are getting engagement, what content is getting engagement. And if you're getting good engagement, that means your qualified followers and your content are matching, and that's what you need to be. That's what you need to focus on. Lastly, these are just some resources that I'm more than happy to share with you that can make also your social media a lot easier, okay? Again, for content, if you're trying to always come up with new content and new content sources, there's this site called Answer the Public. And basically it brings you up and you can type in real estate and it will give you different subject matters that you can talk about on your content regarding real estate, okay? Homeowner concerns, and it will give you a list of topics you can talk about homeowner concerns. Feedly.com, I use that quite a lot. And what that does is if you tend to read a lot of articles, okay, whether it's town articles or real estate market articles, you can have all of them come to your email. So Feedly will send you an email like once a week, and it will list all the latest articles on, you know, resources that you go to quite a lot, okay? Like if you use NAR a lot, NAR.com, that will give you all the top articles that are being featured on NAR, and it will come right to your email as opposed to you scouring the internet, okay? Post graphics, okay? Canva is awesome, okay? Canva will help you make your content look professional, and it will make sure that you're meeting all the image specs, all the video specs, and they have great video clips that you can use also. So if you're still warming up to video, they have great video clips that you can use in there for your post content. So definitely check out Canva. Okay. Stock photos. If you're looking to dress it up and use different photos, check out these sites for photos. Okay. They're free to use. Video creators. These are great video creators. It's called Weave Video and Lumen 5. So again, if you're still a little nervous about shooting yourself, okay, these are great applications to use to do a quick video message. They have stock video clips that you can use and put a message on top of it. It's very easy. And I already discussed the social media content scheduler. I do recommend Hootsuite, Sprout Social. I use Contentino right now. It's just a very simple platform, okay? But I will tell you that Contentino is very bare bones. You can create your post in it, and then you can schedule it out. But the analytics and showing how your post is performing is not as strong as Hootsuite. So that brings my presentation to an end.
So we're going to wrap it up right now. I just want to thank you very much for joining us today at Living Great Real Estate, our Empower Hour. Get the knowledge, be empowered. I'm Evelyne Cohen, broker owner of Living Great Real Estate. It has been my absolute pleasure to interview Miss Alice O'Mahony, who is the owner of ALO Marketing Services. Don't hesitate to call Alice. She's wonderful. She's a wealth of information, and she's got a great smile. Have a great day, everybody. We're here always for you. Living Great Real Estate. Always live your best. Thank you, Alice. Thank you to all my guests. Thanks again.